Oh no, is this gonna be what I think it is? Oh
You
no,
could
it's the
tell
five head.
already. Yeah, you could tell already.
Oh no!
It's gonna be the five head.
No! What the fuck, man? That armor looks. How did they fuck it up so bad, dude? They actually gave him a five head. I can't get over that.
The fact that those are supposed to be lined up, the holes,
Yeah.
and they're this far fucking apart. Holy shit, man.
It's like they put someone in the costume that it doesn't fit, so they had to like undo it.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the? It kind of ruins the whole fucking point of it.
I'm gonna assume this is just like some rando who scavenged the armor and doesn't know how to put it on properly. Like, again, best faith interpretation.
Yeah, that's why best it looks faith shit, interpretation.
But, like, come on.
Like, what is the point of this thing if... I don't know, maybe it could technically still work as a gas mask without the helmet being connected, but I always got the impression that it's supposed to be one solid thing, and you kind of needed the helmet to be attached in order for it to actually keep out anything.
Yeah, I mean, especially now he's fucked. Any particulate matter's getting in his fucking face and hair, and I mean, assuming he has hair, I have no idea. But yeah, this would not work.
Yeah.
She's at the observatory.
Please, leave us.
So what you think, Tommy? Am I really walking out of here today, or are you gonna try and draw on me for what I did to your big brother?
You won't.
Maybe not today, but maybe someday.
Alright, was that the same Yeetus Deletus gun?
Yes.
Yep. And then suddenly it does pretty little fucking... Well, it wasn't a headshot, but a pretty little body shot now.
Oh, just you wait until the next episode.
Oh joy.
Boy.
It's amazing how this show can never be fucking consistent. Except in its inconsistencies.
Yeah, that's why it's accurate to the games. Bethesda's games are incredibly inconsistent, and so is the show.
Yep. Man, if only there was a series called Fallout that was actually incredibly consistent. Oh, wait! It was before Mill got a hold of it. Oh.
I hate that weird saddle thing he just carries around with him.
Yeah.
I think it's his connection to his past. The fucking horse, right? I think that's what it's supposed to be.
It's so stupid.
What is it about California that we all came to this place? Maybe it's the sunshine. Maybe it's the friendly people. When you think of the promise of the American dream, you think of California.
No.
But it is just a dream. It's not.
No, not at all, actually.
We were told the
Well, that's modern California. What about, like, California of ye olden days?
Back when it was a Republican stronghold? Sure.
I mean, not even talking politically, just talking that, oh, that's where Hollywood is. You can achieve your dream there, being a big star on the screen, which obviously didn't pan out for everyone.
Yeah, but that's not
to be
really
fair,
the
back in the
American
day,
dream.
yes, California and New York were kind of like bastions of the whole, like, oh, the American dream and everything. But nowadays, it's like,
Yeah, making it big wasn't
Yeah.
really the American dream. It was living a good life. It was a house, a wife, kids, or wife, husband, depends on if you're a man or a woman. Just you were secure, you were safe. You knew that you had your place in the world. It was that you could do what you wanted if you worked hard enough and you sought it out. And you used to be able to do that.
Yeah, but people did flock to those places. To be fair, they did go to places like California and New York a lot of the times, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's where people thought they could build their dream.
yeah. So to be fair, yes, and if this was like, ye olden times and it never changed from there, then yes. But it's just funny trying to compare it to the real world now. It's just so
Well, again,
ironic.
I doubt California would have been different from what we got now because we have these people here, like right here on screen. So I don't know. I doubt that it is still like the olden days.
Well, now if I remember correctly, these people are communists. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was the whole thing with people trying to rewrite the whole thing to be the Red Scare, and of course, Hollywood absolutely was the one that was drummed that up, and it's like, no, it was valid, very valid, because you don't want this. This is the thing you don't want to spread ever.
Real enemy.
That's about all the horseshit I can take. Cool.
Mr. Howard? I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
I said that this is about all the horse shit I can take.
I didn't realize that America's favorite gunslinger was so sensitive.
I have my principles.
Oh, that's the other thing I hate these fucking people do. You show any kind of reaction like, oh, I won. Go kill yourself. Fuck off. You are a disease.
Uh-huh. And those principles of yours, how much did Vault-Tec pay to take them off your hands?
Well, this is America. Everybody has a sponsor, and I'm not ashamed to earn a living.
Vault-Tec is the largest company in America. There's a lot of money in selling the end of the world.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of money in selling a political ideology that ends in bread lines.
Okay, sorry, this was a mistake.
Based.
I'm quite glad you brought Mr. Howard today. You see, it happens that I know your wife. And perhaps a side of her you don't.
That's what you tell her to go fuck off and you leave.
How do you know my wife?
My research company was acquired by her division. We were developing this kind of technology that's difficult to monetize. Cold fusion, infinite energy. That's what I was on the verge of achieving when Vault-Tec swept in and bought up every company I'd ever worked for.
Every one of them? So, what are you, a millionaire communist?
Hypocrisy is like violence in your movies. If you only let the bad guys use it, the bad guys win.
Yeah, I got a little showbiz secret for you. A good bad guy doesn't see themselves as a bad guy.
America has been locked in a resource war for over a decade. Vault-Tec bought the means to end that war. The same war you fought in. So they could put it on the shelf, all because it didn't fit into their business model. I want your help in getting it back.
Why would you help her when you know that she's like a crazy communist?
Yeah.
You have no reason to side against Vault-Tec right now. Like, nothing.
You want me to spy on my wife?
Say no. Don't be fucking retarded.
With the revolution.
No, keep it. It's a token. I'm not a communist, Mr. Howard. That's just
Bullshit.
a dirty word they use to describe people who aren't insane.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, fuck off. Oh my god. Okay, no. I was trying to keep the political stuff out of it, but now it's like, no, come on. It's straight up just being blatant. Like they're just straight up just trying to sell their ideology at this point.
Yeah.
You guys have a lot more tolerance for that than I do. I can't. I hate that ideology so much. Just like, nope.
I hate it too. I don't want it to be like the focus of every conversation, you know?
We let you into our home, tended to your wounds, gave you food and water.
But you had to go to level 12.
I saw what you were doing to those poor women. You're experimenting on them. It's sick.
She needs to see the holotape.
All right, play the tape.
What is this? Your history.
Overseer Hawthorne, final log entry. At this point, it would be irrational of me not to acknowledge that these may be my last words. But despite our results here, I want to reiterate that a society governed by scientists is the ideal social structure. What happened here should not be used as a case study for what happens when scientists are given unregulated control. And hybridizing humans with radioactive resistant species still has potential. Our test subjects were less compliant than we expected.
That looks so shit. Yeah, it's the axolotl.
Main golfers.
Oh, come on.
How do they have the footage then?
What the fuck? Why? Why would it eat the camera?
You know, it had to pick just one inanimate object that was not food or had a smell or anything whatsoever. It just had to pick one. It happened to be the camera, which I now question how they got the fucking footage.
It stopped long enough so you could see it fully in frame so you know exactly what it is. But also, it decided to randomly attack the camera because fucking reasons. Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid bullshit.
Also, what was showing her supposed to, like... What is showing her this gonna do other than, like, yeah, you're fucking crazy. Look what you created, you fucking idiots. Like, look at this shit.
It's presented like, show her the tape. She'll come to realize the truth and agree with us. It's like, hey, yeah, we did this horrible experimentation. Ah, we're dead.
Yeah, we did this horrible experimentation that created a literal monster that escaped and is currently on the surface that she had to deal with. Like, what? How is this supposed to convince her of anything?
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, this, his weird, crazy speech there at the end would actually, like, this whole thing should do the exact opposite. It should be like, yeah, no, scientists can't be trusted to be in charge of everything. Well, without regulations, because that was his point. With a scientist should be in charge without regulations. That's what I believe, and that's what the true, like, perfect society is. It's like, no, you kind of prove that that's wrong.
Yeah. Well, hell, we've seen that as well with, like, again, this is supposed to be canon to the games. We've seen the Institute. They were the de facto bad guys. We know that that's not true. What the fuck?
I mean, yes, the Institute were the bad guys, but does Bethesda know that?
I don't know. I feel like they should, since they wrote it and they clearly heavily implied that they were the main baddies.
Except if you side with them, you can't actually question any of their evil option, like their evil things they do.
I know, it's fucking stupid.
And they don't do evil things ever again.
Yeah.
Like
literally, oh, they kidnap people from the surface to replace them with synths, not something you ever have to do when you join them. Oh, they're so mean to these poor escaped synths, they capture them and take their memories. You literally do it twice, and one of them is a raider.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. God, I hate Bethesda Fallout so much. I hate it. And I hate that when we finally get a show, it's of Bethesda Fallout. It's literally just Fallout 4 reskinned. I hate it.
Yeah.
Sorry I haven't seen that footage in a long time. But it's a stirring reminder of what this place is all about.
I don't understand it. In the lab, I saw your doctors
Trying to ease the pain of the poor souls your people lured into this place. His ancestors were used as lab rats by the original residents of Vault 4 until the lab rats rebelled.
The creature in the video was actually my great uncle Peter on my mom's side.
But,
Uh,
well, that fell flat as fucking hell, didn't it? So the video wasn't to convince her to continue the experiments. It was that no, this was horrible. I mean, okay. At least they got the right conclusion out of it.
But she already knew it was horrible. All they could have said
Yeah.
was, like, they didn't need to show the footage. They could have said, yeah, the original Vault Dwellers were experimenting on people. We're trying to help them now.
Yeah, those women there are incubators for all kinds of things, and we have no idea what will come out of them.
And, like, if she
So-
doesn't believe you after you explain this to her, then show her the tape of the Vault scientists being, like, fucking whatever. Because the way they
Yeah.
presented it here, it just comes across as confusing.
Yeah, because I thought
yeah.
again, I fully believed this was more gobbledygook about the scientists should be in charge. This was their evidence of why the science must continue.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I was super fucking convinced that was what we were gonna get, because that's usually how stupid Bethesda is.
Keep in mind, too, that this is after we know that this is a vault full of crazy people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least, even at that, I guess they did say that those are all people from Shady Sands. So it's not all the Vault Dwellers. The ones that are originally here from 4 and aren't refugees. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, Bethesda and Amazon, what did you mean when you said all the refugees were in a crazy death cult?
Oh, God.
I just realized. Yeah, because it was a tradition for only Shady Sands residents. And all the rest of the Vault members were like, yeah, we don't go to those things. It gets pretty crazy there.
They made the black character the psychopath who kills people and steals things. Todd, what did you mean by this?
Who suffers from impotent rage.
I had no idea the original Vault Dwellers here were so weird. I mean, my vault's not like this.
What was the experiment in 33?
Well, there is no experiment.
Your ignorance cannot excuse your cruelty. You have infected our home with violence, and now you must pay the price.
Whoa, hold up.
Whoa, what?
Hold up now. How did she infect your home with violence? Is there a sudden mass spree of stabbings and shootings and people like evil must be opposed and jumping off of the top balcony and hanging themselves?
Especially when she's showing like genuine disgust at what's happening here. I feel like it should be obvious she clearly doesn't support this shit, and that this should have only reinforced their belief.
Yeah.
So what the fuck is this? Like, why?
Here's the other thing, too. You could have prevented all this by just having the Overseer explain to Lucy, hey, the vaults, they do experiments on people, and ours did, like, a particularly fucked up one, and we've got people on level 12 who are cryogenically frozen or whatever, and we're trying to help them. We're trying to undo the damage done to them by these fucked up experiments from a couple hundred years ago. As opposed to, oh, there's something mysterious on on level 12. Don't go there. It's like, oh, well, now I want to go there and see what the fuck you want to hide.
Yeah. What is this writing? This is so dog shit.
Well, hey, it's consistent with the games.
It's just a fucking forced conflict. That's all it is. Like, they're doing everything in the worst possible way just to make sure that a conflict can even happen.
Yeah, and
it feels so artificial and fake.
Please, I'm a good person.
God, I hate how much of an idiot Maximus is.
Well, there's the lady that agreed with me.
Are you seriously?
I'm sorry, Popcorn. I gotta go.
Yeah, of course.
What? Why are you doing this now?
Yeah.
Well, unless he's trying to stop him from going, like, into a trap or something.
You know what's funny? This is probably the only character I actually give a shit about and hope that he succeeds.
Yeah.
He's the only fucking character, and how much you want to bet the show wants us to dislike him and hope that he dies or something.
Yep, thank you. I didn't need to see it. I could already tell it was going to be incredibly awful.
It's not food, okay? You know what? If you were a person, you wouldn't have any friends. You realize that?
How are you putting your fucking sock back on so easily? Ah! Ah! No! Fuck off! Ugh!
I mean, we didn't see what the damage was before, but, like, absolutely fuck Maximus for that. This guy did not deserve that.
No. I don't even know how he made it this far with a foot like that. Like, there's
Yeah.
no way.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there is no way he would have been able to have made it this far, while also carrying something as well.
Granted, I guess we don't know how far he's actually made it. Maybe Maximus and fucking dipshit went on the wrong direction and he was less than like a block away.
Well, they have the tracker. That's what they're following.
Right. But damn it, I was trying to give him an out for this, but no. Fuck me.
It actually raises the question of how Lucy ran into Maximus because she was following the tracker, when this guy should have been somewhat long gone. Well, at least not close enough to that location for her to come by it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is great. A lot of space. You're a loose cannon, all right? This is a very important mission, and I can't have you jeopardizing it. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than all of us. Great. Oh, see? You got a little window and everything. It'll be fine.
Really, dude?
What?
Why?
Why?
Yeah, I don't get...
The dog literally hasn't done anything. It's just following you around.
Yeah. I mean, it did grab the bag there, but it only did it now? So, like, I guess just for this particular moment? Because otherwise, I guarantee you, if it had been doing that constantly, you would have finally just shot the damn thing. Like, again, if the mission is genuinely that important to him, which he's saying it is, yeah, he probably would have just shot it.
What the fuck is happening? Is it literally just, oh, well, now we need to make him an unlikable character so we can justify killing him, and therefore Maximus was in the right or some shit? Like, is that literally what we're doing?
You can breathe in there, right?
Well, you said he's got an air hole. Like, of course he can breathe. Look at that! Look at that hole.
What does that matter either? Too, it's like you're leaving a dog trapped in a fucking container that you don't know if anyone will ever come by and open. You realize it'll starve or die of thirst before anyone finds it. You fucking idiot!
I just don't... I guess it's just trying to do the thing where he's coming up with an excuse not to do this now to himself. Again, best faith interpretation. The show doesn't deserve it, but fuck it. This is the one character I want to enjoy. Damn it.
Yeah, the one character I literally just got done saying that this is the one character I actually give a shit about and want to see where it goes. And immediately as I say that, it's fucking oh my god. They keep doing this because remember I said like, oh yeah, I'm actually curious to see where Maximus and this guy's relationship goes. Immediately the next episode after I say that, they fucking have Maximus turn it, ruin it. And then here I am, I say, oh yeah, this is the one character I actually care about and want to see where it goes. Immediately ruining it.
Yeah. Besides this, the only character I even remotely like is Wilzig, who currently is a decapitated head.
We are all survivors here. Lucky enough to have found this sanctum of peace, of tolerance. It doesn't matter where you come from or what you believe.
Looking real tolerant right now, Lee.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, bastion of tolerance, all right. You came from a different vault that apparently had something to do with this vault, so we're gonna fucking kill you.
No, that didn't have anything. She specifically said, ignorance is no excuse. You've infected our home with violence. It's like, what? No, she hasn't.
Yeah.
You guys attacked her! What are you talking
Yeah, she
about?
literally didn't do anything other than go and see what secret you fucking had because it sounded like you were doing something really fucked up. And that's what she thought, too! And it wasn't until you told her that, it wasn't us that did that she was even started to come around, which should only be more evidence that she's not bringing violence.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this writing?
Unless you threaten that peace.
What the fuck?
Why?
What the fuck?
Wait. Why do they have a fucking... Like, that just looks like a Chinese sword. Why? Why do they have it?
What the fuck is this shit, man? It just keeps getting worse.
I don't know what to do besides to say, again, it feels like a 90s adaptation where they just do weird shit for the sake of weird shit without understanding the source material at all.
Yeah.
For causing harm to a fellow survivor, you are hereby sentenced to death. By banishment to
Harm to a fellow survivor? Who? Who did they hurt?
Wait.
Oh my god.
Did you like where they're going with it? You are...
Oh my god. It is so insufferable. I hate it so much.
You are sentenced to death by banishment to the surface.
survivor, you are hereby sentenced to death by banishment to the surface.
What?
Dude.
They can't take anything fucking seriously in this show.
I hate
everything
this,
is
man.
a stupid, obnoxious, fucking retarded joke. Come on.
Oh, but remember, they nailed the fucking grim comedy of the fucking game. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. If you said that this nailed the fucking comedy of any of the games, like, I don't care. Like, not even Fallout 4 was this fucking retarded. This is so stupid. If you think this is nailing the dark comedy of Fallout, you're actually Down syndrome retarded. Fuck off.
Not even the dark comedy of Fallout, nailing it as an adaptation of Fallout.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck?
Wow, this is so stupid.
Now watch Maximus just show up and kill them all because he thought they were gonna kill her.
I guarantee something stupid's gonna happen. He's gonna their generator's gonna go down now.
Yeah.
Remember? Because he can just the generator.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna steal it, the power's gonna go out, and oh my god.
You're just letting me go?
Well, that's certainly an optimistic perspective. You'll be killed almost immediately on the surface by Lord knows what. That's why we're giving you 2 weeks of supplies to take with you. Thank you, Kathy. After that, you are on your own, Goosey.
That's really nice of you guys.
Okay, and now it is time to be moving along.
Like, all the NCR people here should be like, yeah, but that's not how it works up there, though.
Yeah.
You're literally just letting her go. You're rewarding her, in fact, for attacking one of your people.
What the fuck?
Like, I am just shocked and baffled at how much this show is not taking pretty much anything seriously. Everything's just a fucking joke. Unless, oh, we need a cool moment with the fucking ghoul where he shoots someone and you get yodeling in the background.
Yeah, like about the only thing that actually seems to come off as like being taken seriously in any regard is the ghoul, and even then there's like weird, goofy shit around it.
Can I just ask you one thing?
Obviously, someone will carry the supplies to the surface for you.
My friend really likes it here. And he's a good person. He deserves to be somewhere nice and safe. Like this. I know that I'm not really...
Fucking called it, this dumb son of a bitch.
Also, why is she bringing this up besides for them to do this where he's fucking it up exactly as she's saying that? Because she doesn't need to say that, because if they were kicking him out too, they would have dragged him up here as well.
Yeah. They're only kicking you out, idiot.
But... Can he stay?
Backup power initiated.
I would love for him to walk in there and just start fucking tearing everyone to bits.
That's what I was saying earlier. I was like, yeah, I just fully expect him to go in there and start killing everyone, thinking, you know, getting the wrong impression because, oh, they're gonna kill her, so I'm gonna wreck their shit.
We know it's his default operating fucking procedure.
Yeah, exactly. It's why I expect it to happen.
I literally want to see him do the Bioshock Big Daddy charge through the crowd of people.
Only. Oh my god. And the music is kicking up and everything. Yeah, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do the fucking. We're gonna tear him limb from limb because he thinks they're gonna kill her or something. Fucking hell.
Yeah, because they wouldn't be starting the music if she was just going to go up and stop him immediately.
Yeah, no, he's going to go on a fucking rampage and kill all these innocent people who've done technically nothing wrong.
Please subvert my expectations and have the music cut off with a record scratch, and she runs up and is like, no, it's fine. Please.
They're not. They're fucking not. I wish they would, but they're not. This show's too shit for that. Good, I'm about to hate Maximus a lot more, I guess. God, he's literally a retarded ape. She's right there being like, no, stop. And
I'm sorry, that guy is dead.
Yeah.
No, not the popcorn.
Why is he flipping the popcorn table?
What the popcorn ever do to you?
He's literally losing his shit and being like, "Rrrr," while she's like right here going, no, 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 stop, it's all okay.
Oh, come on.
Oh, what the fuck?
Please hit someone. Please hit someone to show how much of a piece of shit he is.
Oh no, he smashed all the supplies.
Stop! They're letting me go.
Really?
Yeah.
Oops. Sorry. Somebody maybe check on him?
I'm surprised they're still letting him go. I was actually kind of expecting him to be like, know what? We're not letting you go now. We actually are going to kill you.
No, I think they're all. I'll steelman this one that the Vault is smart enough to know they're not going to stop a fucking.
Fair, yeah. Okay, yeah.
They're not going to stop power.
Yeah, they're probably aware enough that they're like, yeah, we probably can't stop them, so we'll just let them leave.
Yeah, but we're not giving you supplies. Fuck off. You smashed the ones we were going to give you. Haha, that's on you. Piss
yeah. Off. God, you fucking idiot.
So fucking insufferable.
Yeah, keep in mind, he's one of the main characters we're supposed to be rooting for, and I have nothing but contempt for this absolute fucking tard.
Aside from saving Thaddeus one single time, which he obviously ruined that, has he done anything good or worthwhile?
No.
Well, he was trying to be a good squire, and I'd say he was doing that at the start. Titus was totally out of fucking line.
Yeah, but they made Titus a cartoon character so Maximus could let him die and get his power armor.
I know, that's why I said at the start, because then he became a really big shithead because he let Titus die. And it's like, yeah, no, you are a piece of shit. I'm sorry, I'm not one of those people that's gonna fall for the manipulation. You are actually a fucking scumbag.
Yeah, outside of the fucking Thaddeus moment that I actually liked, the only thing I can think of where he's actually portrayed as a good person is so minor.
Yeah.
Because it's the only thing that he's done that I can think of where it's like, oh yeah, that he's a decent person, is he went to check on his friend when her foot got cut. That's it. That is literally the only thing he has done.
Yeah.
Everything else has been nothing but fucking what should just be basic common sense, like at the start, and then just immediately turned into blatant tard rage. And like really fucked up, just really fucked up psychotic behavior of like, well, I'm going to kill you for not immediately siding with me after I basically admitted that I killed one of our knights and stole his armor. After I just branded you permanently as well.
God,
yeah.
I'm
Prepare to die.
Frustrated over that.
It's so bad. It is one of the worst moments in the entire show. Like, it completely makes him irredeemable. I genuinely hate Maximus now.
Yeah.
Like, I will never like this character.
And part of the reason that makes it the worst moment in the entire show is because we were actually getting something kind of half decent with Thaddeus, and it's like, okay, maybe they'll start redeeming Maximus now. Maybe he won't be a complete piece of shit. Thaddeus seems like, a cool dude. I don't hate him. Maybe there's something here we can latch on to where it's like, okay, maybe the show won't be completely bad. Maybe there'll be some positives to take away from it. And then Maximus immediately tard rages and, like, steps on Thaddeus and tries to kill him.
Yep.
Yeah.
What?
We stole their fusion core.
Well, yeah, but... I needed it for the armor.
Well, without their fusion core, their auxiliary power will only last a few days. And then what?
No.
Yes.
No.
Giving it back is the right thing to do.
Without the fusion core, this armor is useless. I can't be a knight.
Well, you can't be a knight by stealing from people either.
Yeah, but I can help people with this armor. All right?
Yay!
Okay,
I can help people with this armor. Yeah, because of all the helping you've done so far, where you tried to kill an innocent person, let an animal rapist escape, did nothing to stop the ghoul because you're pathetic, and attacked a bunch of people who were letting you go. Yeah, totally gonna help.
Yeah. Like I said, I would agree if it was like somebody competent and somebody else in the armor. Sure, they could probably do a lot of good, but yeah, you're also have to weigh the cost of how many hundreds of people are down there in that vault.
Yeah. Hundreds of lives over what? One person who might do something good with it, maybe.
Yep.
You also have to consider all those cryogenically frozen women that the people of the vault are trying to save.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If they unfreeze, who knows what's going to happen to them? Fuck.
Well, we saw one
Damn.
of them get fucking eaten immediately after giving birth to mutant piranha things.
It's funny. So for anybody else, if this part stays in the recording, for anybody that doesn't know, Pagan, while making a joke, actually, there's a really good point. What did Amazon and Bethesda mean by the stuff we're currently seeing? There's a lot of very unfortunate, stereotyping going on here for sure.
Yeah, why does the black person need to be taught that, like, killing hundreds of people just because you want to be selfish is a bad thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have seen some people claim this show is woke. I'm not going to, because, first of all, credit where it's due, Lucy isn't a Mary Sue. She absurd lucky and, like, just breaking reality in certain areas, but she's not a Mary Sue. But also, why did they make the black guy, like, genuinely the most psychotic, the one who tard rages and kills people who don't deserve, well, tries to kill people who don't deserve it, and steals power armor and like he genuinely has no good traits aside from the fact that he visited his friend once when she was injured.
Unfortunately, that is a product of, like, woke writing, because they don't actually understand, like, what black people actually believe or think. So they literally just use stereotypes and make them awful. Like, there's a reason why we used to have good black characters and now we have, like, very few, because all the woke ones are just they're all the stereotypes. They're either people who abandon their children, like they're fucking runaway fathers who don't take care of their children. They're always, like, thieves. They tend to be more aggressive and violent than everyone else. And like, that's just how woke media portrays them.
The way to write a good black character is to write a good character.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, they're also obsessed with making them cucks. I don't know what's up with that, but, like, woke stuff almost always makes black people the cuck.
Oh yeah, like with Jed and Bebop Flex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they made him an abandonment father as well.
Yeah. Jesus.
It's weird because back I don't want to say back in the day, like 13 years ago, give or take, right? When Thor was being cast and Idris Elba was being put in for the thanks, I can't remember fucking
Heimdall.
Heimdall, yes. And everybody was like, don't race swap Heimdall into this. And again, there's a valid point to that. It's supposed to be the fucking, like, the old Scandinavian pantheon. Why would a black guy be in that? But the obvious answer was like, okay, well, he wasn't ready to be black, and we just want a good actor. And it's like, yeah, no, Idris Elba is a good actor. He really is. So then that kind of what quieted it down. But it's funny that was kind of like, those kind of race swaps were then seen as more acceptable if you had the caveat of, oh, it was done to have a really, really good actor play it, irregardless. It's like, yeah, sure, that makes sense. And
yeah, well,
then they're like, now we're going to take a mile with it, baby.
With Shawshank, Morgan Freeman's character in the book is white, but obviously Morgan Freeman is black, and I haven't seen anyone complain about that. He plays the role really well. It's fine.
Yeah. It's the same in actually Dune Part 1. All of the Fremen are actually supposed to be like ghostly pale white. Because, and it makes sense, right? They don't want to be exposed to the sun, ever. And guess what? If you don't get any sunlight, you don't build up any melanin. Your body, like, oh, that's not necessary. So yeah, so there's, because they don't ever, even when they're outside, they're in still suits, which cover the entirety of your body. You literally don't get sunlight if you're a Fremen.
Yeah.
So again, it makes sense that they should be all pale, ghost, white. But they have a lot of really, really good fucking actors playing the Fremen. So, like I said, I would accept that as a lore break. Just because there are some fucking really talented people in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. As long as it doesn't insult your intelligence or like really shit on the source material, then it's like, yeah, we can accept that kind of stuff. It's not a big deal. It's just that the way they portray it, it's so... the way that like modern media portrays this kind of thing is just so insulting and really hypocritical too, because they're always the ones to first, like, that they're the ones who always scream like, oh, that's racist. How could you portray a person of color this way, or literally anything, like any kind of minority? How could you do this? But then they themselves will like not only portray them exactly how they criticize others for thinking how they portray them, but then will also crank it up to 11 and make it 100 times worse.
Yeah, I've already seen posts going around talking about how, disliking Maximus is racist. People only don't like him because he's black. When his skin color is literally not a factor, Maximus is an actual piece of shit. He tried to kill Thaddeus for not going in with his fucking weird murder plan because he failed to explain the situation. He just refused to explain. He, in fact, did it in the worst way possible that makes him look as bad as possible.
Yeah. Yep. This is one of those things where I genuinely believe that Maximus was not written to be Maximus. Maximus was written first and foremost to be black. And that was what his entire intention was. We need a black character. I don't think for even a moment that Amazon and Bethesda ever thought of Maximus as anything but just his skin tone.
It does kind of feel that way. I just don't get why they're portraying him like this. Like, not even like race aside, completely race aside. Why is he just this fucking stupid? He was in the Brotherhood. He should be educated. That's the thing. The Brotherhood were educated. They were not just dumb wastelanders. They don't tard rage. They don't have like this weird, naive ignorance to them about the wasteland and how everything works and just all this other shit. Like, they just don't have this. So the fact that he's written this way, it just feels weird. Especially when you have him being a straight up psychopath for no reason.
They also went out of their way in episode 1 to prove to the audience that he's dumb, because they had him in the classroom for fucking 30 seconds and, oh, hey, can you identify this? And he didn't know what it was. It was a circuit board. He couldn't identify a fucking circuit board.
Yeah, and
I don't think it was a circuit board. It was a diagram for a circuit.
Still, that's like
check, but I'm pretty sure
it doesn't matter either way because it's a super basic thing he should know. There's no reason for him to not know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially as someone
in the Brotherhood.
It's it's something I agree 100% with Pagan on this one. Of like, even if regardless, it wouldn't have mattered who Maximus was. If Maximus never ever took the helmet off, for example, and he was always in this power armor, but we were presented him in the same way we've seen him the entire time through up till now, he is genuinely awful. Like, I don't know whoever would have thought that he was supposed to be a viewpoint character, unless it's intentional. Like, he is genuinely supposed to be a villain. Like, that's the only thing if I wanted to Steel Man it, like, maybe they're trying to make him an actual villain. Maybe he's going to be a bad guy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's odd. And again, you know, race aside, he is just written terribly, but also then you also have the factor that for whatever reason there is this weird trend with quote unquote woke media where they do for whatever reason write the black characters to be idiots. Like they're always the slapstick comedy, you know what I mean? They're never the ones taken seriously. They're always the ones that are kind of seen as like the jester of the group, and they're always stupid and need to have everything explained to them.
Yeah,
or they
again,
constantly make dumb mistakes that no one else does.
yeah, again, referring back to Bebop flicks, just because it's a really good example, they did the same thing to Jet in that. They turned him into a clown. Remember how he needed the password to his ship written down on a note next to the terminal, and the password was the nickname he gave his daughter?
Yeah, and somehow he can't remember that, and but they do it all the time. Like there's other examples of this, and it's just so odd to me where it's just like, why though? You know, it's like I get that they're so obsessed with race that they're like, well, we need to portray them as a black person, and then the way that they do that is, oh well, let's literally turn them into a Jim Crow era fucking like caricature of what they thought black people were back then. And then that's what they do in modern times, which they then criticize other people of doing when they don't do that. But then they themselves do it all the time. It's so weird. Like Hollywood is just blatantly fucking racist. Like they try to act like they're not, and they do the whole like, oh, equality for everyone. We care so much. Black Lives Matter, blah, blah, blah. But then the moment that they actually have to portray a black person, it's the most racist caricature of a black person ever.
Yeah.
For example, I want to help you. You really want to give them their fusion core back if it means you don't get your dad?
Yes!
My dad found out that I destroyed an entire community to save him. That'd break his heart.
Oh my god.
Also, for horrific, like, unintended things, it's the white woman that has to explain ethics to the black man. It just got done tard raging.
Oh, God, this is so shit.
I can't.
Yeah, you shouldn't take the fusion core, dumbass. I think how he's just gonna. Okay, I don't know what's gonna happen, but it looks like he's gonna close it to be like, I can't hear you.
Yeah, I didn't hear that. I'm just gonna leave now.
Okay, thank God. God, this is probably like the first good thing he's actually done. And it took a lot of convincing to get him to do it.
Yeah. Someone else had to tell him to do it.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, no, I'm really starting to see. Oh my God. Like, I don't want to be that guy who's like, oh my God, the show is so racist. Like, I hate those people. But my God, it is so hard not to see this as racist.
Yeah.
Like, it would be one thing if the show made it clear that Maximus came from, like, squalor, uneducated, basically, like, what's the word? Tribal. Like, you know, like a uneducated tribal or something. Then I could maybe understand a little bit more where it's like, yeah, she has to educate him a little bit. You know, at least it makes sense. Here, though, he should already know this stuff. Like, he should already have ethics in place. The fact that he wants to be a knight that he sees as chivalrous. This shit should already come naturally to him. And the fact that he has to have it like beaten into him not to be an evil prick, especially after he tried to murder someone for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
It's just like, it just comes off as racist because his character should not be this dumb, but they're making him this dumb anyway, just so that they can have the main character be the one to teach him to do right. And it's like, but he should already be able to do right. In fact, he should be one of the most privileged and like one of the people you should expect the most to be chivalrous in a society like this, because he's one of the only people, like he's in a faction that actually has education and code of ethics that he looks up to, that he spouts off to Titus and says like, you're not worthy. You're supposed to make a better place. You're supposed to help people and shit. But then he does the exact opposite of that. It's just so weird. The fact that he's just so uneducated and stupid, despite being in a position where he should be one of the most educated people in the wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so odd. And it literally just feels like they're doing it because, well, he's the black character and we need comic relief and a stupid idiot in the group. And it's like, then why make him black? Is it literally just because that's how you see black people? Because, again, multiple instances of modern media do this, where they have the message in the show, but then they also portray black people as clowns or just like generally stupid.
This is unrelated to all of that, but if I was going to leave my power armor behind because I don't have a fusion core, I would have maybe put it in that building off to the side, so it isn't out in the open where people could see it easily and come over and fuck with it and take it, maybe, if they have a fusion core.
Mm-hmm. Then again, if they tried hiding it before, and I'd say they did a pretty good job of it, and these fuckers just found it somehow. We never got an explanation for that, by the way. They just found it.
Yeah, our scavenger teams found it. It's like, how?
How did you even know they had power armor?
Yeah. Oh, we recognized the suit or some bullshit is probably what they would have said.
Wait a minute.
They didn't even go that far.
Wait a minute. Our scavenger teams on the surface who return, who would know what the fucking outside world is like. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, you'll probably die instantly the moment we send you up there from God knows what. But we also send out scavenger teams all the time who find stuff and bring it back.
Yeah, and we have survivors from Shady Sands all here in the vault with us who could tell us that that's not true.
It's totally consistent, guys. It's fucking. It can't even be consistent with itself. Like, come on. Like, it's not even about the games anymore. It's contradicting itself, which it's done that in the past. But my God, this is just so blatantly shit.
Thinking about those oysters?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about all the people I didn't get to kill.
You know, if I really went at it with that power armor, I probably could have torn those guys in two. I could have, like, torn entire limbs off without effort.
Lucy just gets this look of, like, shock and horror on her face. Like, oh my God.
There's this one time where I crushed a guy's head with my power armor hand.
Right before you found me, I actually crushed a guy's foot because he disagreed with me about going along with my murder plot.
You know what, Cree? At this moment, when they fusion core drops down, how does she know that it won't, like, detonate or anything when it hits the ground?
Because, yeah, in Fallout 4, you can target the power core to cause it to explode.
You should just edit it so it's this frame, and then just have an explosion come out behind the door.
The Wile E. Coyote. Whee! Off the cliff, and then suddenly boom.
That edit would take so much work. I don't even know how to do that.
Just have him smiling like, yeah, I killed them all.
Yeah, baby, it's coming up, Maximus.
I was supposed to marry a stranger from another vault.
Oh my god, are we really doing this?
Turned out so good.
You barely know him. Like, I get it. She was already going to marry a stranger she didn't know. But Jesus Christ.
Oh, remember, she offered to literally fuck his brains out.
I know!
And
This is
sex.
This is weird.
That dialogue will be forever burned in my brain. It's like in The Gentleman when he makes that one film. Sorry, not film. The film. When he makes the film, and you just hear Old MacDonald in the background, and he's like, "You can't unsee it once you've seen it, can you?" No, that shit's nightmare fuel. That'll be with me for the rest of my life. It's the dialogue. The dialogue in that episode of the Fallout TV show for me, that'll be stuck in my head for fucking ever. Because it's that bad.
Titus, I can honestly say you are the best stranger that I've ever met.
I don't know. This feels like grooming. This feels like she's grooming a tard.
Yeah. Again, I don't think you understand here, Goosey, that he doesn't have the mental capacity to consent.
Yeah, this feels wrong. Like, it actually feels... It feels like a teacher hitting on a special needs student, you know? It really doesn't come off as, like, good.
Especially because there's times where he's, like, in the power armor and it's doing the Iron Man perspective on him. And, like, when Thaddeus is like, oh no, this is a bad thing happening at the campfire, and the guy who plays Maximus did a really good job of portraying, like, a tard that is being told no and is coming to, like, grips with that and is about to go into fucking tard rage, because he's just got the mouth drooping open and just a dumbfounded expression.
Like, the expressions he has, it just comes across as like, yeah, he's not all there. Like, he is not all there. There is definitely something wrong with this guy. Which might explain why he's so uneducated despite being in the Brotherhood. He might actually be, like, special needs of the wasteland.
Oh, no.
When Shady's head got nuked and he survived in that fridge, he bumped his head real fucking hard and he was never the same again.
What if they're gonna say he's something stupid? It's like, in the old world, they used to call your kind neurodivergent.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. You know, it rubs his chest. They said that you guys were the next stage of human evolution.
Dude, it is wild. So, completely unprompted, nothing convinced me to do this. I decided to watch the movie The Accountant on Netflix. Just because it was something to watch. My God, if its ultimate message isn't that, because literally at the end, right as the credits are about to roll, like, who knows? Maybe we just don't know the correct answer, the correct questions to ask. Maybe they are the future. When he's talking about the horrifically autistic children that he's had to watch over, this counselor. Holy shit. And that's kind of like the message of the entire movie, is that autism is the next stage, because the main character, the accountant, is an autistic super assassin / money counter.
Dude, I'm just imagining Professor Xavier's speech from X-Men over top of footage of autistic people.
Yeah, holy cow.
The whole thing about evolution in the first X-Men movie.
Yeah. Dude, it's just wild how this has been like a thing in Hollywood recently. Like, how many movies? Like, we've had the Predators movie that
Yeah,
did
where they
it.
were
We've had...
hunting autism.
Yeah, like, because the Predators needed it too. We had, like I said, the accountant. God, he does seem super fucking special needs for sure.
Yeah, I don't even know anymore, man.
Titus. And if you wanted to, when all of this is over, you could come and live with us in Vault 33.
I know you don't know much about the surface, Lucy, but the fact that he's a knight from... has she even heard the phrase Brotherhood of Steel? The fact that he's a knight, though, should imply that there's a larger organization that he's a part of, and he's probably not just going to leave on a whim.
I don't know. He was going to stay here.
I mean, yes, that is true. Yeah.
I mean, but did he convince her that he was absolutely going to stay? Or, because, I don't know, it seemed like at first he was desperately wanting to get out, and then I guess the bathrobes and everything, right? And then she's like, oh no, he absolutely wants to stay forever.
Yeah. The vault probably would be the best place for him, though, because...
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if someone like him belongs in a military faction. I feel like that's just asking for trouble. I feel like in a vault he could at least get some like care in it. Yeah, I don't know. At least she's making the right choice here. I wouldn't say like romantically they should get involved because that feels a little wrong. But yeah, he should go back to the vault.
Dude, he'll show up to Vault 33, and then there'll be a special announcement, and Vault 31 will select him for special trials to come over there.
Just say yes.
My name isn't Titus, it's Maximus. Titus is the name of the knight who owned this suit before me.
Okay.
He was threatening me, so instead of helping him, I watched him die. And I took his armor, and I lied to you. So all that stuff you're saying, you know, about me being a good person.
Okay, hold on.
Tell her about the squire. Tell her about fucking Thaddeus, you piece of shit.
Again, you've actually explained more to her than you explained to Thaddeus, you dumb bastard.
Yeah. Like, this is really shit. Like, do you still think I'm a good person after that? And she's just like, I don't know. Did you do anything else?
Yeah.
No. No, everything else is fine, I swear.
I horribly crippled and mangled the foot of an entirely innocent person who didn't deserve it because my tard rage got the better of me. Because he was nervous about a situation I had put him into because I failed to explain the thing I just easily told you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried to murder him when he said no to my murder plot about how we need to get our story straight. I didn't explain what happened. I just said that he was dead and we need to get our story straight. And when he denied me, I kind of tried to punch his head off and I missed, and then I crushed his foot. And that's when you found me, like a day later. I just want to see her reaction if you were to say that. Just the look of fucking like dumbfounded on her face, just like, what?
Yeah.
I just threw acid in an innocent man's face. And I've only been up here 2 weeks.
Right, I forgot she did that. Damn, yeah. No, they were totally justified for... Yeah, I forgot she did that. I thought she just hit him in the head with a pan or something. I completely forgot she threw acid on him. Holy shit, yeah, you're a bitch.
Well, no, to be fair, Again, that was a self-defense situation.
Yes,
that
it
she
was.
in.
From her perspective, yes, it did look really fucking bad. So
Yeah, a reasonable person. If this was argued in court, I would absolutely be bringing up the fact that she just saw a video that came on unprompted, by the way, for whatever reason, a video that showed one of the people that's cryogenically frozen down there giving birth to evil mutant fish that then started eating their mother instantly. Like, and then she heard something she misconstrued as the man like going to experiment on the other people frozen down there, and she freaked the fuck out. It's like,
yeah,
okay, yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah, she thought
that is
she was going
completely
to die,
reasonable.
or worse, she was going to be put into one of these cryo tubes and experimented on.
They definitely gave her like the most fucking like easiest sentence ever too, where it's like, oh yeah, we're not really gonna punish you. We're gonna put a bag over your head, take you to the atrium, do a little ceremony, and then kick you out.
Yeah.
It's like that's her punishment for throwing acid at someone's face. Damn.
We're also going to give you 2 weeks worth of supplies.
Yeah. Like holy shit.
Oh. Also, that fucking ceremony. Why would you have the bar there if you were going to use the sword to cut the thing anyways? Why didn't you just have the strap stretched across an open gap and her hands are further in other shackles so you can just chop the damn thing like that?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're even going there with it, because my thought process on that is, if you have these straps, they'd be useful for other things, so why the fuck would you cut one and waste it?
Yeah, no, that gets into the whole Hollywood doesn't understand like the value of rope. It was a thing for so many movies set in medieval or in fantasy settings. You would have people constantly cutting rope to like fire the ballista. Let me cut this rope. Fire the trebuchet. Let me cut this rope, and sort of thing. And that was done in medieval times as a status flex, right?
The wasteland sucks.
No, really?
Yeah. Sometimes.
No. Oh, hell no. No. You need to tell her the rest of the shit you did.
Yeah.
Like, no, Lucy, you don't understand.
That
was the mildest of my crimes.
Yeah, I was going to say, him letting Titus die is like the least bad thing he did. It's still pretty bad, but like they also turned Titus into a cartoon character, so the audience wouldn't be against Maximus for letting him die.
Yeah. He was so cartoonishly evil that it's kind of hard to like really blame Maximus for what he did. But Thaddeus, no, fuck off. There is no excuse whatsoever. That is just pure evil. He was just gonna kill an innocent person because they didn't want to fucking lie to the Brotherhood that Maximus killed his fucking lord.
Yeah. God, if we get a scene where they actually like confront Maximus and Thaddeus explains all this and he's like, no, that's not what happened. So the guy's like, that's what you told me what happened, you dumb bastard. You told me you killed him. No, I didn't. I just said he died and we needed to get our story straight. How does that not sound like you fucking killed him, you idiot?
Yeah, that's all I would assume if someone told me that is, oh, you fucking killed him.
We need to get our story straight is probably one of the worst things you could ever say, because it means you're intending to fucking lie to someone else, and you need to... Because if he just explained what happened but left out the fact that he watched him die, you wouldn't need to get your story straight, because that is the way it is.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And the pilots would also confirm that, oh yeah, Titus said to set them down early. They went off mission. But we're not a high enough rank to even question that, so we just followed orders.
And they would confirm that Maximus even told him that, my lord, we have a mission to do. So, like, the pilots would even back him up further because they heard Maximus specifically say, like, they shouldn't do this. But as a squire, he must follow his lord's orders.
Yeah.
I will at least give it to him that he did at least try to save Lucy, and it was a misunderstanding. And hey, he didn't kill anyone. But still, Jesus Christ, it was pure Targ rage moment. Like, you should have at least tried to read the room first.
Yeah. He absolutely, although, again, because the show can't keep consistent with how strong power armor is, he absolutely did kill that one security guard.
Oh, yeah, he should be dead. He should absolutely be dead. But, of course, they do the fucking joke, oh, someone should probably check on that guy. And he's over there like, oh.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, no.
And also, just to make clear, too, just because, like, someone's on the ground going, doesn't mean they survived. That man could be dying from his injuries.
Yeah, his fucking organs could be liquid, and that's just him being like, I'm dying.
Yeah. That's his death gurgle. You know, unfortunately, it's not, higgity hurt, bleh.
Hey yo, this is DJ Carl at KPSS, broadcasting from the base of the once beautiful Hollywood Hills. Like most weeks here at KPSS, this week is Fiddle Week, when all of my airtime will be spent luxuriating in my small but mighty collection.
Wait. Hold on a second. He wasn't limping this bad before when he was carrying the massive fucking bag. Why? Why is he now, like, super fucked dragging his leg?
And the way he's doing it, too, the way it's, like, angled inward and dragging it that way, that would hurt way more than, like, any other way you could possibly limp.
Yeah. Did he at least take... I know he's leaving the majority of the supplies in the bag behind, like the assault rifle and everything like that. That makes fucking sense to me, honestly. But did you at least take the medical supplies with you? And the food?
Again, why doesn't he just use a stim pack and instantly heal his leg like everyone else?
Yeah, like the fucking dog got healed instantly, and Lucy apparently stopped all of her internal bleeding. She just had
right. It's because it's a leg injury. They've established that if you get hurt in the leg, you can't heal it with a stim pack because they couldn't heal the girl's cut with a stim pack and get her back in the armor. We had to give that to Maximus because it was a leg injury.
Oh god, yeah.
Fiddle tunes. So, I'd encourage you to sit back and enjoy the folksy, gutsy sound of bygone fiddlers. And if you don't like what you hear, just a reminder that I don't take visitors at the station. A simple postcard will suffice. That said, enjoy the fiddle.
God, you know what? Just the fact that it's not an oldie song blaring, probably the best song we've heard so far.
Yeah.
Excuse me! Don't kill me. I'm a doctor. I can help you. Oh.
Dude.
I've seen this condition before. This elixir I have concocted heals all. And I mean everything. But I must warn you, the taste, not great. Just give it. Okay.
It's gonna be piss or something.
I'm sorry. But the results? Yes, the results.
You fucking what?
What the fuck?
What?
What?
So there's magic healing juice now that just undoes insane grievous that big toe is hanging off by like a couple of muscle strands.
Yeah, this is not even nothing in Fallout could do this before. There was nothing that could do this.
Yeah, because if you had shit like this, like injuries would be a thing of the past.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that this guy made this with what? Look at where they are. Look at what he's using. It's literally just random fucking shit that they probably grabbed from the wasteland and mixed together, and somehow it's magically curing his fucking foot. What?
You know where I can find a radio tower? I have to make contact with my base.
Yes, I believe there's one yonward, past the big crater in the middle of the shithole. It's near a town that used to be called Shady Sands.
Shady Sands? This place is radioactive as hell.
Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore, do you, buddy boy? Toodles and anon.
Wait, what?
What?
Did he give him FEV?
FEV wouldn't explain the foot healing.
I know, but I was like, you don't have to worry about being irradiated anymore.
Yeah, what?
Well, they're going to
How?
explain that.
Oh no.
Oh no. God, he's so small. Such a manlet. I can't get over it. I can't get over how tiny he is. It's insane. It's so fucking. It looks so wrong. It just doesn't even look right.
He's like a fucking gnome. Norm the gnome.
You're a coward. You know that shit?
Imagine being called out by fucking King Manlet.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm just imagining. I don't know. Now he looks even shorter to me. Like I'm just imagining this guy looking down by his boot, and this guy is barely coming up to his ankle, and he's just like, "You're a cuck," you know that?
Oh god.
There's something funny about this like fucking 2-foot tall man going like, "You're a coward, chick."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
Oh, good lord.
I will say I don't hate Manlet character. He's kind of there, and it feels like they're kind of squandering him, you know?
Yeah.
I don't
kinda.
hate him. It's like some of the best praise I could give this show. I don't hate this character. He's just boring. Wasted opportunity to do something good with.
I just don't really care about the vault stuff. Like I just can't get into it. It just feels like a distraction from the actual story, you know?
Yeah, and I don't think you could still do the vault story if I don't know, something was happening. Just doesn't feel like anything's really happening over here.
And again, it's like you said, I feel like they jumped the gun too early. I feel like we should have had more episodes that were just focused in the vault before Lucy left, where there's like a conspiracy growing and stuff is happening behind the scenes, and eventually it accumulates maybe halfway through the season, and then they go out into the wasteland because of the conspiracy.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, rather than just doing it right away, where we now have to jump between like 3 different perspectives.
Yeah.
We all are, Norm. That's why we live in a vault.
What?
No.
No.
Come on, fuck
That's
off.
not how that fucking works at all.
Yeah.
Oh, we're all cowards because we live in a vault. No, you're trying to protect yourself from the fucking nuclear destruction of the world.
Yeah, and you have plenty of food and clean water, and they don't, and you'd probably die if you left, you fucking idiot. Like, what the fuck? Just crushes him, breaks his neck. He was closer than he thought he was.
Oh shit! I heard objects in here may be closer than they appear, but I didn't realize it was the same for you.
Damn, you're just such a manlet. I couldn't quite get the perspective right. Shit.
Oh boy, he's about to find a dead dog.
Oh, wait. He's just gonna magically go to the thing and...
It'll probably bark. I'm assuming they're not that retarded. I'm assuming they'll
No.
at least have the dog bark.
No, magically he's gonna open up this and get all that equipment or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, probably. Don't stick it in your... What the fuck?
Why would he care about blood right there?
All right. Let's go find your daddy.
Oh my god, that's why he got rid of the dog, so the ghoul could track down the head again.
Oh my god.
Fuck off.
It's so contrived.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just everything else in this show. It's so fucking tiring.
That one's crazy.
Critics.
Yeah.
How?
People just can't be nice.
How does someone get caught in a bear trap out in the open that big?
Yeah, or a mouse trap? The one was in a fucking mouse trap. How in the hell did this happen?
Like, this is the kind of thing that happens in an actual video game where an NPC can't pathfind around, like, traps that are set up or obviously there. Whereas, like, a real person would see a gigantic bear trap and be like, you know what, I'm not gonna step in that.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not gonna jump into the mouth of that thing. I'm not gonna step on that obvious pressure plate.
Hey, is this your ride? Huh? Oh, shit.
Guess not. Okay.
What are you... What?
Are you serious?
We just want the head.
Who are you?
I'm the person who cut it off.
Okay,
What?
Are you fucking kidding me? Really? It just like that? It's over? That's it? That's how they conclude the Thaddeus thing? Are you fucking serious? That is such a fucking cop-out.
I can't even believe. How in the fuck did a thing that's in the trunk, like, shoot up that high to go perfectly in his fucking neck, too?
Yeah.
I'm at a loss for words for how stupid this is.
Also, if they were walking, by the time that the trunk opened up for that thing to shoot, it would have already missed.
No, it was him. He backed up into the tripwire.
No, but
I know, but I'm saying if someone was walking and they stepped on that and they continued to move forward, by the time that the trunk opened and that thing shot, it would have missed.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. Oh my god. Wow, they killed off the best character.
Oh. Why am I not dead?
Well, don't pull it out.
Yeah, absolutely do not pull it out until you get back to the Brotherhood.
You just said, why am I not dead? Maybe don't take it out then if you're not fucking dead?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
Well, I'm not just gonna leave it there. Oh.
No.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, and because Hollywood, he's not bleeding like a stuck pig right now.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, it's...
What, so it was a thing that's now made him permanently regenerative? Also apparently immortal?
I know what happens, and holy fuck. It is hard not to reveal.
Oh,
You'll
what
find
the
out soon
fuck?
enough.
Okay, I am.
That is.
Ugh.
I think you might be a ghoul.
Oh no.
What? That's not how ghouls work.
So stupid. I should have never trusted a doctor that smelled like that.
Oh boy.
The Brotherhood.
Well, yeah.
Fuck. Shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. They'll kill me if they find out.
What? This is good, no? The Brotherhood is the good guys?
It's a complicated organization.
Daddy's give me the head.
Huh?
I'll slow them down. You'll have time to run.
You do that for me?
Give it to me.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry about a lot of things, and it didn't mean for... Okay, nice to meet you. Bye.
Why is he sorry? No, fucking...
Yeah, what? What? Are they really gonna try and portray it as like Maximus was in the right there? Because he absolutely was not.
No, he wasn't. But also, yeah, apparently he's a ghoul now because of that juice he drank.
How in the fuck? That's not how ghouls work.
No, it's not. Ghouls don't have regenerative abilities, as evidenced by the fact that they're fucking ghouls.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't be fucking decaying if they could regenerate. Like, long-lived, sure, but they still fall apart. I've been seeing so many people saying, like, oh yeah, no, they totally got it right, because ghouls are super hard to kill, and they can heal gunshots very easily. And I'm like, where the fuck are you getting this from? Like, I've never seen that as a thing in the games. As like, oh yeah, they can just heal themselves after being shot.
Yeah, I don't know.
One of Bethesda's big changes to ghouls, and I hate it. Ghouls were not zombies, they're not super magical creatures. They're fucking people.
Mm-hmm.
With all the same weaknesses as a normal person, and arguably more. The best thing they've got going for them is being healed by radiation, which doesn't even fully heal them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's the only thing I could think of in terms of like regeneration is the glowing ones reviving regular ghouls with their radiation.
Well, even then,
ability.
they shouldn't be reviving them. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, they shouldn't be doing that for sure. But like, even just healing them is like already a bit of a stretch because they didn't do that in the previous games. That's a Bethesda thing.
What are you doing?
What?
If they want a head, I'm gonna give them a head. Find your dad. Go home. That's what I want for
No,
you.
you're supposed to come with me.
They're never gonna stop looking for the artifact.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
Why are you like turning against the Brotherhood all of a sudden? I thought the whole thing was that you wanted to complete the mission. Is it literally just because she invited you to the vault that you're just gonna betray? You're a simp. He got a whiff of that pussy, and now he's like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna go back to the Brotherhood. Fuck him.
Yeah, he wants his cock to explode.
Yeah, like a zit.
No, he's specifically a pimple. Just so much worse. At least Zit would have made the dialogue end faster.
I feel bad for Wilzig.
Yeah. And if Wilzig had any sort of like ability to see the future and he saw any of this happen, I would have just been like, no, I'm gonna stick with the Enclave.
Yeah.
Okay? Vault 33. Find me.
Alright, Maximus. How are you going to explain to the Brotherhood that you're still alive and Titus is dead, and also where the fuck is the power armor?
Yep.
And what
And
happened
where's
to
the
the other
squire we
squire?
sent with you? Yeah. That's a lot of hoops to jump through, my guy. There's your story's not gonna fucking add up.
Why did she just leave her office wide open?
For plot convenience, duh.
No, I would give them credit if she left it open specifically to like as rat bait for him.
Yeah.
Like I'd be like, oh okay, hats off. She's showing she's actually intelligent. And she knows that he's gonna like do something, so she left it open. And he just walked right into the fucking trap.
Yeah.
Oh, for a second there, I thought he was gonna pick up the console and move it. I didn't realize the power button was on the back. What the fuck?
Oh boy, are we going to see the hacking minigame? Oh no.
Oh my god.
Come on.
Wow.
Okay, show. Okay. Sure. I'm sorry, with access to that computer, of all the things you could have done, why wouldn't you have gone into, like, information archives or prior messages where, you know, some of what you're looking for could be revealed? Why would you do this when it's like, they're gonna realize you're not Betty pretty much immediately. You don't look a lot like her.
Yeah, the only way in is through the door, so they would have to know.
Yeah.
They would have to see you.
They'll open the door to the fucking vault and see you and be like, "You're not Betty." Kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the door was literally open for plot convenience, not because it was rat bait.
Yeah. Come on, it being bait would be too intelligent for this show.
Yeah. Ooh, actually, alright. Minor thing to give them credit for here. We've seen that there's a door guard between 33 and 32 because there's a doorway that can access between the two vaults. Here, the one that goes to 31 cannot be accessed from this side at all.
Yeah.
So, again, it's a small thing. It doesn't help their fucking story, but at least it's a nice detail.
Why is this manlet at the door? That's not Betty.
Like, he should immediately be lit up with gunfire. Like, as soon as the door opens, just fucking immediate gunshots ring out and kill him.
Mm.
I'm just imagining that scene from Akira.
Yeah, that's exactly what it should fucking be.
No.
Putting a lot of emphasis on this door opening.
That door is wibbly wobbly as fuck.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's wobbling a lot.
A lot more than a vault door probably should be wobbling. It's reminding me of those fucking Halo doors that were wobbling in Season 1.
Yeah. So, how big did I call it? Is it fucking Enclave Vault?
Well, let's see.
Oh, wow, I thought we were going to see a bug-eyed power arm.
I feel like that would have been spoiled already.
Frank Horrigan literally just walked in the scene.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised, Bethesda are that fucked if they were like, and then Frank Horrigan is, somehow Frank Horrigan returned.
Yeah, he's got cyborg legs now, and He quotes the
Yep.
exact line from Fallout 2. You've got a lot farther than you should have. But ride's over. Time to die, mutie.
Yeah, cyborg legs, and they because it was his head exploded too, but they saved the brain. So it's
Oh,
cyborg legs,
God.
his body, and then it's his brain in a fucking robo jar or something.
It'll be his head in the Enclave Power Armor helmet, and it'll have, like, crazy voice modulation now.
Yeah, I have no idea why they put so much emphasis on the door when there was literally nothing there, right?
Well, it's because,
like-
we're building Vault 31 up to be this highly secretive, crazy thing, but...
Wouldn't that be an interesting twist if the experiment was something like completely mild and milquetoast?
Yeah.
Like, that would genuinely be an interesting twist. Like, the whole experiment was to see if people succumb to paranoia of a conspiracy, and literally the only conspiracy is, hey, we're going to make sure everybody from Vault 31 gets to be overseer, just do your best. And that's literally the experiment, just to see how people handle conspiracy.
Maybe.
Like, again, that would be a genuinely interesting Vault Tech experiment.
Yeah, but we want to get something genuinely interesting under Bethesda Fallout, because remember, the Vault Tech DLC for Fallout 4, it was all cartoony shit, and if you took any of the reasonable, like, if you looked at the notes for the reasonable experiments, the people in charge at Vault-Tec were like, man, I fucking hate these idiots, they're so dumb, doing, like, actual reasonable things to test things.
Yeah.
We need to make these people suffer.
They filled a vault full of autistic people and then decided to test. We'll see if they really are immune to propaganda.
And nothing looks different yet. Again, why does nobody ever maintain these things and keep the rust off?
What?
I don't know.
He saw some robot thing on the floor, and that's the stinger for the second to last episode, I guess.
Yeah, now we're going into the last episode.
Do we have anything to say about this episode now that it's over? Like, once again, it felt like a lot of nothing happened. It felt like they gave Thaddeus ghoul juice to just eject him out of the show.
Yeah.
Because, like,
there's so many contrivances, and they only did that specifically so Maximus could get the head without killing Thaddeus?
Yeah, because here's our conflict. Thaddeus thinks that Maximus is I'm sorry. Thaddeus knows Maximus is fucking evil and a horrible person, and he's trying to escape from him with the head and bring it back to the Brotherhood to stay on mission. And Maximus is going after him for the head. Lucy wants the head as well. So, with that setup, our conflict is going to be, these people are going to fight, and we might have to see Thaddeus die, who's the only, like, arguably good character in the entire show. And instead of killing off this character who really doesn't deserve it based on what we've seen in the show, they just did little random, now he's a ghoul with healing abilities, I guess, for some reason, even though that doesn't make sense because that's not how ghouls work.
Yeah.
And that's it for our boy Thaddeus. He can no longer be a part of the Brotherhood. He's condemned to a fucking horrible life now. as a creature that people are going to shun once he starts, like, showing signs of being a ghoul outwardly.
Like, I think genuinely, unless he starts rotting and things like that, I think the Brotherhood would be very fucking interested in the fact that he just got super regeneration somehow, to the point it even keeps him alive from what should be fatal fatal injury. Like, I don't know. I think the Brotherhood would be like, oh, what? That you could do that? I think they'd be hunting down that crazy fucking quackadoo doctor. Like, doctor in massive fucking air quotes, because he's just some snake oil salesman hobo.
I also find it odd that Maximus was like, I think you're a ghoul now. And it's like, why is that what you would assume from that? Like, he basically gets instant healing regeneration, and your takeaway from that is not that he's basically become a super soldier or something, but that he's a ghoul. Like, what?
Yeah. I also don't like how they make him pathetic and, like, shoot every bullet and miss every single one on Lucy and Maximus.
Yeah, that was really dumb. God, also, one of the things people praised about this show is the fucking, like, oh, the fight scenes were cool. Really? So what? The takeover of Vault 33, which failed, which was absolute shit. Then there was the
fight with the ghoul in
in Philly.
Yeah.
Which was just completely fucking stupid.
Yep.
And then we had the axolotl.
Yeah, there hasn't really been... there was Lucy in the Super Duper Mart, but that was also fucking dog shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Fuck.
They're not even good, like, combat scenes, though. Like, people are like, oh yeah, it's fun. It's really good. And how? They're boring as fuck.
It has
and
to be just because
really
Ghoul Guy has magic explodey gun, and oh man, he shoots people and their limbs explode just like the games.
Yeah, I guess. Like, that's the only thing I could think of for why people would praise the fucking combat, where it's literally just like the stupidest shit I've ever seen.